This is gonna be cool. But I'm gonna try not to be that long this time. I am really trying my best not to be too long. And all my videos that I usually do, I really tries my best not to go too long. But in some cases, sometimes I mess up. Sometimes I screw up and some things I can't. But I'm trying though. This right here is the RG VITA Pro. I'm very excited to get this because it was crazy because I had talked about this a couple of videos ago. You guys gotta see the other video that I was talking about. And I was talking about like some of the things I wanted to do to this particular handheld and the reason why I went for it instead of getting some other handheld that's probably like a little bit stronger than this one. Yeah, in a lot of cases. But I don't know, for just some reason, I just really wanted this one. I just like, you know what? I have a few ideas, but I don't think I'm gonna put VITA on here because I'm not gonna go through all that. I'm gonna have fun with the PSP on here, and I do want to see the capabilities of putting it up on the capture device and everything else and seeing how this thing plays because I just want to set this thing up. All right, let's get started. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Famous Kid Video Game Entertainment. And before we go any further, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button. Click like, subscribing. It's always a big help. Let me pause and make this clear. This is not a how-to or tutorial video. It's up to you if you want to follow along. I make mistakes and there is far better videos out there that can explain and break it down better than me. This is what I'm doing. I'm quite sure you guys might have better or even quicker ways of doing this. And if so, please explain in the comments. My goal for us is to all help each other and myself included. Thank you for your help and let's begin. Now I have not turned this thing on and I noticed that there is two SD cards two SD card slots up in here. But at the same time, we have one, I believe it's already one up in there. And I think that could be for the Linux side. So in a lot of cases, what I'm going to do is just go ahead, set things up. And I got me a 256 gig SD card right there. So I'm pretty much just going to try to put all my games and stuff like that on there. I don't know if I still want to use this same SD card. I haven't like made a final decision, but for right now, I don't know if I want to dig into just trying to get other platforms or like I do hear that there's other setups and stuff like that, but I guess I just want to just try the stock version and see everything and just put my games and all that kind of good stuff. I don't know. I'm just going to try to see if everything works, but I guess I'll just see where this video goes. Okay, now let's see what it has in these game rooms. There's no game in there. And I guess we're gonna do the settings, and then now while I'm turning this device on, what I did, I have found out that basically with your micro SD card, you have to format it in FAT32. So in this case right here, maybe that the fact is going ahead and doing certain things to it to where that it's installing certain things on the SD card itself. Use GUI format. Just go ahead and just like, if you need to, go ahead and find it on Google, download it to your desktop, whatever you want to do, and then just basically use your micro SD card. Make sure that you have the proper, whichever proper letter that it is, whatever it's assigned to, and then just go ahead and just format it to FAT32 and then pop it out, and then go ahead and put it back up in here, turn the device back on, and we'll see what's going on from there. So I never seen this before. This is my first time seeing this. So obviously that's what it's doing. It's just doing its job. It's going to also take a minute, give it some time, let it do its thing, and then go ahead and afterwards, as soon as it gets to go ahead and get to a menu or the main setup, then what I want to do, I want to go ahead and power it down to go ahead and so I can be able to take the SD card out and then take it to my PC. Now, I believe what it did, it powered it down on its own, because what I did, I just tapped the power button and nothing has came on the screen. I'm giving it a bit to see if it's like going to reset itself, but it hasn't. So obviously I have to like manually power it back on. But in this case, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and put it back on my PC to go ahead and see if the folders, if the file was made on the external SD card or the second SD card. Okay, so now that I'm over here on the SD card, it did make the folders. It didn't make an outside folder. They actually created all the folders on the root of the SD card. That means that all I have to do is just go ahead and just put the ROMs in the corresponding folder, and as well as the BIOS. So the BIOS is there. So it automatically just puts some BIOS there, which is good. But I want to go ahead and put all my own stuff up in here. It did have already created a BIOS. It's probably was like, more likely it was probably on the SD card, the other SD card itself, and it just transferred or copied over to this external SD card. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some games, and let's just see if this works. Now, if it works, then just like I said, down the road, I'll probably like do like a real like good test video on some of the stronger stuff and stuff like that. Let's just see how it goes. I might put one up in there, but for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put some games. Just add your games up in there and then go from there, because a lot of times we do the setup and nobody really like be actually explaining on how to put the games up in there. You might get an SD card and you might be like, okay, I got this 512. I wouldn't put no terabyte, but I got this 512 or 256. I just want to put some games. I want to set up my SD card. Next thing you know, you put your SD card up in there thinking that it's going to work, and it doesn't work. This is like, these are just necessary steps of just trying to help. You know, we all helping each other. If there's a faster way, please let me know. But this is how this is. And just like I said, this is me discovering as I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm just going to put the stuff on the SD card, and then I'm going to pop back over to the handheld. Okay, what I did, I had went ahead and not only I just did the games, I'm back on. So not only I did the games, but I also downloaded the box art, which I had used Screen Scraper. I had did a video on the Patreon if you want to learn how to use Scraper. I mean, there's plenty of videos out there. I had used a Screen Scraper to basically get the games. Now with this library right here, I noticed a couple of things. You guys help me out in the comments if you guys can figure some of this stuff out. Okay, so after it did the stuff for the folders, there are certain consoles it did not show up. Number one, Neo Geo Pocket Color. So I'm gonna check the other one, and then right here where it says game rooms, and there's only like a few of them right here, but Neo Geo Pocket Color did not show up. Virtual Boy showed up, which is good. Also Atari 2600, I didn't see Atari 5200 and 7800. You guys let me know in the comments if it's like some of this stuff maybe merged up in there. There should be way more games if they all came together. So I got all these done right here. It's got the box art. Let's just go ahead and we're gonna try a game out. And this is all the Linux side right here. This is everything's, and it has the bezels, it has the game art and stuff like that, which is so awesome. I was able to really just get down, and I haven't really did anything. These are just like, these are fresh out the box, if you want to call it default. I told you it's gonna be default stuff as far as like the older games concerned. The controls play really nice, these classic consoles. Now I'm just gonna try to test it out on how to, which way do I probably in it. I mean, this game this game is definitely demanding. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna do these little start and select, or there's two buttons right there, so I guess that didn't work. I'm gonna try to use the Anbernic button up on there, and so I see that works. So in a lot of cases I can just go ahead, and if I wanted to, I can just go ahead and just kind of quit if I want to, go back to quick menu and just quit if I want to, and go back to the, so that's one way that it works. So let's go to another one. So we're gonna test this one out real quick. I like that Sega Master System look right there. That's really cool. This is crazy. So let's just go right here. There we go. Now what I want to do is the Anbernic button, and you go right here, but I don't want to do that this time. Press the start and Anbernic button a couple of times. You can go back to the main menu. I'm discovering this stuff as I'm tampering it around with this. Okay, I can't test that one now. I can't test this one out. I'm probably gonna do a test on that one on Patreon, and none of these I don't want to test out. I don't want to mess around with those, but I think that this is pretty much set up far as like the Linux side, and I think that we're pretty much it's just all good. One more thing I wanted to show you, then I am through. I just wanted to kind of show you guys how gorgeous this screen looks, and this is not an OLED. I mean, this screen is really nice. I did turn it up to the brightness all the way so it can dim, but this screen is like amazing. The controls is super duper comfortable, just in my opinion. I mean, as far as like, and the analogs, like most of the time I use the directional pad instead of the analog, but as far as I was using the analog when I was playing like PSP and stuff like that, it plays so well. But just like I said, my goal was to keep it short, and I probably went over some time, but hey. All right, you guys, with that being said, I'm just really glad if you guys made it this far. I truly appreciate it. This right here is just basically the Linux side. I'm just gonna go ahead, my next video I'm gonna work on the Android side, so I want to save that video for a whole nother video to start working up on that side. But for right now, I'm gonna enjoy myself with some games. All right, you guys, and from gamer to gamer, thanks for watching.